Philip Bota?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are suing the defendant, Stephen Chapman,
Yes, ma'am.
for $5,000, the value of a boat you say you purchased from him?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so why don't you start from the beginning and tell me what happened? This was a Craigslist
Yes, that's
sale?
correct, Your Honor, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, July 4th of this year, me and my family went down to the beach on the Florida Panhandle, and me and my 6-year-old daughter had so much fun on a boat that upon returning to Atlanta, I decided to obtain my own boat. We didn't want to spend any cash on a boat, so I decided to trade my motorcycle. And I went on Craigslist and just typed in boat trade for motorcycle, and Mr. Chapman's name popped up, and he had a boat that he was willing to trade.
Okay, so you wanted to do an even trade?
Yes.
Your motorcycle for his boat?
That's correct.
Okay, what kind of motorcycle do you own?
It's a Yamaha VMAX.
Let me look at the photo you submitted to court.
And that thing is babied and custom and polished and taken care of almost better than I take care of my daughters. It stands.
Okay.
So he drove the boat up from Noonan, Georgia to my home.
Okay,
And,
what kind of boat did you own, sir?
It was a 1978 16-foot Procraft bass boat.
Okay.
And I told him everything that was wrong with the boat as far as the water pump. It needed a water pump. And he wanted to trade, so he said, and I quote, his own words were, "Bring her on up."
Bring her on up.
So I loaded the boat up and I took it to him.
Okay. How long had you owned the boat?
About a month and a half, 2 months.
A month and a half? Why such a short period of time?
Because I had traded for it also.
Do you have the ad from Craigslist by any chance?
No, I don't.
Do you?
I do not, Your Honor. It's
Okay,
expired.
what's the value of your bike?
It's $6,000, Your Honor.
$6,000?
$4,000, Your Honor.
What?
$4,000.
$4,000?
Kelly Blue
All
Book
right.
is $4,000.
Actually, he's right. The value of your bike I had wanted to look this up before the case, the Blue Book value is about $4,000 in excellent condition. In fair condition, the bike would be about $2,490.
Your Honor, it's a completely custom motorcycle. It's got a $2,000 stretch job on it. It's lowered. The tires alone are $600.
You decided you wanted to make an even trade for
that's
the
correct.
bike. So what happens? Why are you suing him for the value of the boat?
Yeah, so I knew that the water pump needed to be replaced, and I went down to the motor the next morning on the 24th, and as I was looking at the water pump, I saw that the transom, which is the part of the boat that actually holds the engine up, is completely broken.
Okay.
And somebody had done like a cheap fiberglass job to try and fix it. Now, if the transom is broken, the boat is almost worthless because the engine will just flop over in the water.
So you just looked down and were able to see that?
Yes, and I've got
And
pictures.
so why didn't you make that examination before you decided to trade your motorcycle for his boat?
Your Honor, because I'm a boat newbie.
Coming up, was the trade a bad deal or just an unfortunate decision?
He told me that it was perfectly running.
There's a word for this. It's called buyer's remorse.
And later, a landlord claims her former tenant moved bugs in with his bed.
He brought his bed, his mattress that is dirty and nasty.
Bed bugs was all in my stuff. The roaches also was all in my stuff.
Plaintiff Philip Bota says the trade was unfair. He's suing for the value of a boat. Defendant Stephen Chapman says he owes nothing because Philip is suffering from buyer's remorse.
You didn't have anyone come over and take a look at the boat before you made the trade,
I had
right?
somebody do that later.
Right.
When I
That's
started
a problem.
suspecting that
That's
there was
a problem because
yeah.
the sale is already done.
Yeah.
You know it's an as-is sale, right? But the default position in the law is this trade that the two of you make is as-is. So someone telling you there's a problem with the water pump, but I don't think there's anything else wrong with it. In your mind, you think that they're making a specific warranty to you, but they're not. That's just their opinion. And that's why these sales are buyer beware, because if you choose to buy, you have to beware of what you're buying, and it's absolutely up to you to make sure before you buy it that it's in the condition that you want it to be in. There's a word for this. It's called buyer's remorse. I have a question for you. Did you have any indication whatsoever? You took the boat out, you got rid of it after a month and a half. Did you have any indication whatsoever that it had all of these problems?
No, ma'am. The transom was not broke when I left the boat with him. Me and him stood at the motor, right behind the motor, and looked at the boat all over, and it was fine. There was nothing wrong with that boat but the water pump.
Yes, we took it out for our vacation to use it with the kids and stuff, and that's when he realized that the water pump was broken on it.
I sent him plenty of text messages and pictures and stuff several times before I took the boat, and even right before I left with the boat, and he said to bring it on.
It was 3 or 4 days. They were going back and forth and
He
all
knew
sorts
everything about the boat before I left.
Yes.
So there was a
It was
lot of
several days.
exchanging of
We-
text
we have-
messages and
we have-
information.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes,
all right.
we have a lot of text messages on it. He told me that boat is a 4-stroke motor, but it's actually a 2-stroke motor.
He didn't know anything about it.
He didn't know anything about the boat, Your
He
Honor.
didn't know anything about it.
So he told me that it was perfectly running boat.
Your case
And
is dismissed, sir. This is an as-is sale. I can't undo an as-is sale or an as-is trade. You did not do your due diligence before you bought the boat, and that's your biggest problem in this case. I feel bad for you because, you know, he probably got the better end of the deal. I believe what you're saying when you say the boat isn't functioning properly, but you have to do your due diligence before you make a trade like this, sir. Judgment in this case for the defendant.
Thank you.